April 1991. In the Gulf of Genoa, the oil tanker Haven bursts into flames, spilling tens of thousands of tons of crude oil into the sea. It's the worst environmental disaster ever to happen in the Mediterranean. Admittedly the worst, but sadly, just one of many. Each year in the Mediterranean basin, there are about 60 major incidents, 15 of which result in marine oil spills. These statistics are hardly surprising if we consider the fact that each year 360 million tons of crude oil are transported across this sea, 20% of the worldwide total. Every day, cargo vessels, passenger ferries, and oil tankers come and go, their paths crossing within an ecosystem which is both extraordinarily beautiful and incredibly fragile. The effects of this pollution are immeasurable in a marine basin like the Mediterranean, which is practically closed except for the narrow passageway between Gibraltar and the African continent. In fact, it takes an estimated 80 to 100 years for just the surface waters to become refreshed. The European scientific community has thus decided to work towards a solution to this problem, especially for certain areas that are particularly at risk. They have called this new initiative the ARGOMARINE Project. Argo, after the famous giant with 100 eyes which, according to Greek mythology, kept half of them open even when asleep. In fact, the name Argo is very fitting, since immediate intervention is of the utmost importance in containing the damaging effects of such incidents, thus preventing the unnecessary spread of pollutants across a wider area. The ARGOMARINE Project will install a system of sensors able to detect oil spills and send out an alarm at any hour of the day or night. From space, satellites will observe these areas of sea by means of synthetic aperture radar systems, which are able to spot oil slicks on the sea's surface. Further information will be obtained from optic sensors installed in aeroplanes and helicopters, and still more from electronic noses attached to buoys that are able to smell oil fumes. Areas that are either particularly at risk or which cannot be covered by the radar system will be patrolled by AUVs, autonomous underwater vehicles, which can patrol vast areas of the sea underwater, as their name suggests. All this data will then be sent to the Central Marine Information System and analyzed by a supercomputer, which is able to predict the spread of oil slicks, accounting for forecasts of the weather systems, wind, and marine currents. This data is of vital importance to the various emergency services involved in containing these disasters, such as the Italian Coast Guards and the Civil Protection Agency. Heading this project is the Tuscan Archipelago National Park, which is coordinating the research between 9 different bodies based in 5 different European nations. This collection and analysis of data will be of utmost importance to ARGOMARINE and will provide vital information regarding the salinity, currents, and temperature of the waters, a precious source of knowledge which will be used to protect and safeguard the whole of the Mediterranean.